Hey everyone, Blake Stockton again from youthbasketballcamps.com and find your perfect basketball camps online. Today we have free video number 3, the last one, and it's a great one. It is the 6 burning questions parents have about basketball camps. These are all questions that parents have actually came to me and asked, and I try to provide some advice, and I'm going to pass it along to you as well. And I think these questions will help you whether or not your kid is just starting out in basketball or later on in their basketball career. I think these are things that either you are currently, uh, questions you currently have or previously. And if you've gone through these questions, have some of your own advice, please, I want to hear about it in the comments below. Share your experiences with not only me, but other parents out there that are looking for advice. And with that being said, let's go ahead and start the questions. All right, here we go. Find perfect basketball camps free video number 3, the Q&A, the parents Q&A, a little bit more learning here. The 6 burning questions parents have about basketball camps. Today's game plan, we're going to go over those questions. And not only go over them, but I'm going to answer them. How great is that? At the end of this lesson, I also have something that I think you'll like, especially since you've made it to the 3rd video and I know you're serious about finding those perfect basketball camps for your young baller. Before we jump into the questions, I just want to quickly go over why I think basketball camps are so great from my own personal experience. And I think that from the obvious things, you do get better at basketball, you improve your skills, you learn new things, but you also learn intangible skills, skills that are harder to put your finger on. And I think skills like hard work, working hard to see yourself get better at something. It's a mindset, it's a determination. It's something that you can learn at basketball because you can pick up things pretty quickly, but then you can also apply it in school, such as learning a new topic or something new that you need to take a test on. You know that it's not a God given talent, that you're not either born with it or you're not. You can actually work hard to get better at something. I think that's a great intangible skill basketball camps teach kids. And also, from my own experience, I think it helped with my social skills a lot because I went to several camps where I literally knew nobody. My parents dropped me off, got me into the dorm, get all my stuff in there, and then they say goodbye. And I don't know anybody. I don't know my roommate. I don't know my teammates. I don't know the coaches, the players. I don't know anybody. And you kind of thrown in the water and have to learn how to swim on your own. Those were, I don't remember them being very traumatic experiences, but I think those experiences helped me gain confidence and develop into who I am today because I can go into a room not knowing anybody, like a networking event or some business event. It's a little scary. I'm not, of course, it's always going to be a little scary, but I can do it. And I think some of those experiences early on helped me learn that I could do those things. And I think it helped me create who I am today. And these intangibles are so important in life. And if your son or daughter can learn it and do it all while playing basketball, I think that's even better. I think that's awesome. So let's go ahead and get into these questions. Number 1, are there basketball camp scholarships? And if you're looking for these camp scholarships, you might not going to like what I have to say. They are rare. On a national level, I've seen Breakthrough Basketball does provide scholarships. They require an application to be filled out and then a letter of recommendation confirming the player has good academics. They're very limited. There's not a lot of them. If you're looking for a camp scholarship, I recommend looking local. So look for foundations like the Boys and Girls Club or a church. They may provide scholarships. I've seen YouTube videos where people send kids to camps and then record how the camp went and all that. I've seen a lot of that online, but I think the best way for you to find that is to look locally and get involved in an organization. Also, maybe not camp scholarships, but free camps. Look for free camps hosted by local schools and churches. I find those are much more common than scholarships. Question number 2, how can I tell if a camp is good? Great question. I get it a lot because people are just trying to figure out if they should go to a camp or not. Parents are trying to figure out if they should invest their money into this camp to get their son or daughter better. And the best way, I think, to determine without actually talking to anybody from the camp or uh, the best way would probably be talking to a parent who previously went to the camp. But if you don't know anybody, look at the quality of their website. Don't look at the glitz and glam of the design and graphics, but the information they provide about the camp. Do they give good descriptions of the camp coaches and camp trainers? Do they discuss the camp fundamentals? Tell you in detail what the camper is going to learn? All important things, because I think you can make the assumption that a well-run camp will also have a well-run website. If a camp puts a lot of detail into if the camp director puts a lot of detail into the website, they're probably going to be putting a lot of detail into their camp. And you'll see this with a lot of elite camps. They provide so much training, so much unique information that their websites will be full of information for parents about the camp. It's just a wealth of information. So I think it's good to say if there's a crappy website with not a lot of information, it may be a bad camp that you want to avoid. Number three, what about basketball camp burnout? Definitely can be a problem, especially you're worried as a parent. You're signing up for leagues and camps all in the summer. They have back-to-back camps. I think the best way as a parent though is you'll have to just check in with your kid, see how they feel, talk to them, and you can really pick up if they're constantly struggling without any fun involved. This can lead to burnout. On the other hand, though, if they attend 4 camps during the summer, but they're winning contests, making new friends, getting praise, and really seeing themselves improve, which I think is the most important aspect, I don't think burnout will be an issue. And as a parent, that's one of your jobs is, maybe when you're into something and you're doing it, you don't really see yourself improve that much, but as a parent, you can give them praise, and they may not be improving in the scoring and the rebounding and the statistics, but really see if there's some little things they're doing, like setting screens well or playing that good defense, that some of those skills they picked up at camp. Let them know that they improved. And I think if those things are involved, burnout will never be an issue. And when I was young, at least when I was going to a lot of camps, I don't remember ever having a problem with burnout because I was meeting so many new people, learning so many new things. I was improving as a player, winning competitions here and there, whether it was the 5-on-5 competitions or the camp contests. I think that really helped avoid burnout. One way to avoid burnout that I think is really good to do is playing with friends. Because even if a player is struggling, but they still enjoy playing with friends, I don't think burnout will be that much of an issue. And I did get burned out later on in my basketball camp career. It was in high school, and it was after getting a few injuries. And it was because the game just wasn't as fun anymore. I couldn't play up to the speed I was used to. I think part of it was that I wasn't improving. I didn't keep seeing myself improve as a player with because as I got hurt, I couldn't train as much. So I think that was a problem. But I think as long as the campers seeing themselves improve, burnout won't be that much of an issue. Question number 4: what age is good for a showcase camp? And a showcase camp, if you don't already know, is for players with college ambitions. It's camps where college recruiters, college scouts will be in attendance watching the players play. And my recommendation is attending a showcase camp late in high school, not in middle or elementary school. Really focus, if they're that young and you're worried about going to a showcase camp, they're that advanced, worry about their basketball IQ. Get them into an advanced camp, some personal training that will just increase their skills and get them better as a player first. Don't worry so much about, it feels good to see yourself ranked online in the nation, in the region, but avoid that temptation and just work on their skills because later on it will definitely pay off by the time high school comes around. Couple pros real quick of a showcase camp in case you may want to attend it at a young age. You get to play against elite talent in the area. They tend to attract the best players. But remember, if you've ever played with the best players who are trying to show off to people, there's going to be a lot of hogging, a lot of showboating. They're worried about themselves. There's not a lot of team game, which I think isn't good to be exposed to as a young player. You really need to get into that team mindset and learn how to play with a team as a team. But that could be a pro, finding those better players. And another pro is possibly getting recognized and picked up by a competitive team, an AAU team. There's going to be a lot of players there, parents, coaches looking at the players, looking to not only recruit for colleges, but just looking to recruit for their competitive team. So if it's something you're interested in, this may not be at every showcase. Showcase camps can also be called exposure, kind of a side note here. So this may not be the case at every exposure showcase camp, but think about what's on the website, what's available, and it may be right for you. Number 5, will basketball camps give my kid will basketball camps give my kid confidence? And the answer I have, the right camp can, definitely. You want to stay away from camps that are too advanced or too challenging for the skill level, because that would definitely be discouraging. I think early on you want to focus on just getting them better, improving, seeing themselves improve while also having fun. Any camp, basketball or otherwise, that teaches a camper that they can get better at something through hard work will always be a confidence boost. And this is something they can use not only in basketball, but also in life. That in school, hard work, that's really where the learning comes from. It's not all God given talents where it's going to be the hard work. And I think that's where basketball really transcends into other parts of life, where you see yourself improve on the basketball court through hard work. It's also fun. You can take that hard work, that mindset, and apply it in other aspects of life, such as school, such as work when they get to that point. But yes, I think that can definitely give them confidence, and will associate positive memories to working hard. I think basketball is a fun way to just introduce working hard and have those positive memories of winning, learning, seeing themselves get better. And who doesn't like to get better at basketball? Everyone does, especially kids at a young age. Question number 6, are expensive camps worth it? This will really depend on the camp and what your son or daughter wants out of that camp. If it's a proven elite camp, I think the $900 plus you can invest in a camp and traveling costs could be worth it. And I know some of you out there are like, whoa, $900, that's a lot of money. And some of you out there are like, I signed up for 2 $900 camps this year. It really depends on where you are in skill level, where you're trying to get your son or daughter to get better at basketball. But these expensive camps, these $900,000 camps, can be worth it. The right camp can be worth it, especially if the camper goes with a learning mindset, because they could learn more in that week than they have ever learned prior to that, because they're going to learn new drills, new skills. And if you come with the learning mindset and take some notes down, like the tip I gave in a previous video, the camp's not just going to be great for that week, but for weeks to come, months, and possibly years. They're going to be taking those drills, those leadership lessons. So depending on where your son or daughter is in their basketball training, the expensive camp can definitely be worth it. Another type of expensive camp is the celebrity camps. You got to really think about if your kid is a die-hard Michael Jordan fan, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Chris Paul, whoever's putting on the camp, Steph Curry, attending that camp would make lifelong memories. So I think you have to consider that in the cost of the camp as well. So it may be worth it in your eyes to send them to that camp. And that'll wrap up our lesson. We went over those 6 burning questions that parents have about basketball camps. Hopefully it answered at least one question that you crossed your mind, or maybe even questions that you didn't know you've had yet. I hope it provided a little bit of value to you. Please like, comment below, share this video with anybody you think would find it helpful. Don't just keep it to yourself, share the thing. And this wraps up our free video course. Congratulations on finishing it. I hope you watched all 3. And thank you for not only watching this and listening to me for the last 30 minutes full of videos, but thanks for investing your time into learning about basketball camps to make your son or daughter better at basketball. And if you found any of this information, any of these videos beneficial, then you're really going to like what I have next for you. I have another step to learn even more. This has really just been the tip of the iceberg as far as basketball camp information. In my next email, I'll be inviting you to join the Parents Step-by-Step Guide to Learning, Finding, and Saving Money on Basketball Camps. Yes, follow my advice. I can actually save you money on camps. I'm not exaggerating here. There's a ton of camp discounts out there that I'll help you learn about, prepare for, get those discounts, save money on basketball camps. There's nothing else like this guide, this video guide on the internet, so you're definitely going to want to keep an eye on your inbox. I don't want to give you too many details now because your next email will explain it all, but here's what you can expect to see in the next step if you want to continue with this training. 9 kick butt video modules covering 4 steps: the learning, thinking, finding, and taking action, saving money on camps. They're kick butt modules. We have 4 cheat sheets for you to make everything simple so that you can learn everything in the modules easily. 2 forms, 2 custom forms to help you stay organized during your camp search. 1 bonus module that will help you prepare for camp. And this may be the best part of the group, the private Facebook group with like-minded parents. I know some of you out there are feeling a little isolated. Your kid has ambitions that some of their other friends don't have. Maybe your kid's really dedicated and you don't know what to do for them, and you don't have any friends with similar kids with their ambitions. So this private Facebook group will be a great sounding board for any questions you may have, to learn from others' experiences, basketball or not related. So this will be a great networking group. This video guide is basically, it's full of great information that you can use not only right now this year, but for years to come. They can be used for all kinds of camps: summer, winter, spring, weekend clinics, whatever. You can use this information to find camps, figure out if it's right for your son or daughter. It's perfect for all skill levels. So check your email soon for the invitation to join the Find Perfect Basketball Camps group. Talk to you soon.